I have my plant haul coming up, and you guys don't want to miss this plant haul. I got a few plants that I have really been wanting, and I'm so happy that I found them. But that video I'm going to film pretty soon here, so it's going to go up probably a couple of days after this video. So if you don't want to miss my plant haul, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss that video. Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. So today is my top 5 houseplants of February. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. But if you are not familiar with my top 5 houseplants of the month, I show you 5 houseplants that have been doing well over the month, and then I show you one houseplant that is not doing so good, and I ask for your advice and your help on making this plant better. So we're just going to get started, but before we get started, I did have some comments on my last video. I did mention that my kids got a new puppy and some people wanted to see her, so I will insert a clip here. Okay, so that is her puppy. She is a white boxer. Her name is Dika, and the kids are loving her. They're having a lot of fun with her, and it's nice because my husband is working from home and the kids are still doing like homeschool, so they're here with her all day, and she's loving it and they're loving it, so it's perfect for them. But we are going to get started with the top 5 houseplants. Let me start with a plant that I was really nervous to buy because a lot of people just don't like it for whatever reason. They say it's boring, or some people said it was really difficult to take care of. But I purchased this plant maybe 5 or 6 months ago, I'm thinking, and I think it's doing great. So let me show you. It is my Philodendron Birkin. And I've really been loving this plant. It has put out so many new leaves for me. It gives me no problems at all. I do have it sitting under the grow light behind me, actually. And I water it about once a week, once every 8 days or so. And it just put off this new all white leaf. It does have some green on there, but for the most part it is white. So I've really been loving watching the new leaves come out of this. It does have some new leaves that are starting to sprout up, so I can't wait to see what those ones look like. But this is my first plant here in the month of February. I am just really happy to have this one. Okay, so the next plant that I'm going to show you, this plant has been featured on my channel multiple times. I think it was even one of my sad plants of the month at one point. And I just couldn't let this plant go because it is seriously like my favorite plant. And it is my Variegated Syngonium. So I bought this plant a long time ago. I got it from Steve's Leaves, I believe. Steve's, no, maybe Logi's. One of them. I got them from one of them. And it did really good. It was like growing. It was a long vine. It was like trailing. So many new leaves. Awesome plant. Well, when I moved, I didn't take care of this plant for like 2 weeks. It didn't make it. I will show you a picture of what it looked like in August. So this plant was not doing good at all. I wanted to kind of just throw it away because I was tired of it. Pretty much bare root, like down to nothing. But I decided to keep it, and I repotted it. I put it under my grow light, and it grew for me. So it does have all these leaves now. It has a new one unfurling here, It has a new one unfurling here, and then if you can see, a new one that is starting to come out right there. So I'm really happy that I did not throw this plant away, because it is one of the most beautiful plants that I have, and it is seriously like one of my favorite plants ever. So this is my Variegated Syngonium, and it also sits behind me here under the grow light. I do have a humidifier that I run over there in that corner as well, and it seems to love it. So this is my Variegated Syngonium. Okay, so the next plant I'm going to show you is the weirdest story to me, because I saw this plant, I think it was on Instagram or something, and I was like, I really want that plant. I have to find that plant. I'm going to find that plant. So I didn't know where I was going to find it, because on Etsy it was pretty expensive. I really couldn't find it at, at Logi's or Steve's Leaves or anything like that. I was looking on other websites just trying to find this plant. I wanted it so bad. And one day I walked into Home Depot, and sitting, the only plant in this area was this plant. And it is this chocolate Aglaonema. I was so excited. I couldn't believe it. I thought I was dreaming. I don't know how I even found this plant. It had to be law of attraction or something, because I kept saying how much I wanted this plant. And I walked into Home Depot, you guys, and like I saw this plant on Etsy, and it was a lot of money. And when I went to Home Depot, it doesn't have the price on here, but I'm sure it was maybe $20, if that. So I was really excited to get this plant, and I've had it for a while now, and it puts off new leaves all the time, and I pretty much don't even pay attention to this plant most of the time. It sits, once again, under my grow light over here, under the humidifier. It puts out so many new leaves, it's not even funny. And I just love it because of the, if you can see that, the pink in the leaves. It's just such a beautiful plant. And this plant I do only water maybe once every 8 to 14 days. But it is such a beautiful plant. I'm so happy to have it. And it is my chocolate Aglaonema. Okay, so the next plant I'm going to show you, I'm pretty sure I featured this plant also on one of my top 5s. I had to have, because this plant is awesome. It is my Hoya Obovada. And I bought this plant a long time ago. I think I got it at a nursery, Barrage Nursery here in Phoenix. And it was not this big when I first bought it. But this plant, it grows so many new leaves all the time. I mean, it is a pretty, it's a pretty big plant. And it does sit upstairs in my, like my cacti area. Of course, I will show you guys where this sits in my house, but it gets pretty good light up there, and especially right now. It grows leaves almost every single week. It is does have 2 little new ones coming out here, if you can see that. So there's 2 new little leaves that are growing. But I really love this plant, but most of them are just round, and they have that beautiful splash in the leaves. And this is seriously such an easy plant. I have had no problems with it. At one point I had a mealybug infestation, and this plant escaped that infestation and never had a mealybug on her. So I love her a lot. She's so pretty, she's so easy, and if you guys can find a Hoya Obovada, I would highly recommend buying one, because they are seriously some of the easiest, like one of the easiest plants to grow. So there is my Hoya Obovada. Okay, you guys, so the last plant on my top 5 house plants of February is a plant that I purchased probably 2 years ago. I went into Walmart, and there she was, just as beautiful as can be, and I took her home, and she was only like 14 bucks. Let me show you. So this is my neon pothos, and this plant is awesome. Like, it is so awesome. I water this plant probably once a week, and she sits in a sunny spot in my house upstairs. She loves life. Like, she absolutely loves life. I have cut and propagated her a couple of times, and she still has super long trails. I mean, this trail, I can't even hold up how long it is, but she is just a beauty queen in my house. I love her, and she does like the light. I don't put her really close to the south facing window, but she does sit pulled back from the south facing window, and she loves that, and she just grows and grows. I've never had any pest problems with her. She's never really given me any problems at all. So if you are looking for a really cool pothos, just something different than the golden pothos, I would highly recommend the neon pothos, because she's seriously super easy to take care of. So this is my neon pothos. Okay, you guys, so now I'm going to show you my sad plant of the month, and you guys are not going to believe this sad plant, because this plant has been featured on my top 5 houseplants multiple times for doing awesome, and now it's not doing so awesome. Okay, you guys, so believe it or not, it is my looking glass begonia. I will insert some pictures of her course over her life with me, and as you can see, she started out rough, and she became a full, beautiful queen. And I recently noticed that she does have a lot of growth. Let me see if I can lift it up. So she does have a lot of growth down here. Okay, leaves are beautiful, shiny, silver, just like they're supposed to be. Beautiful, beautiful. All kind of new growth back here. Okay, but some of the leaves I've been noticing, let me see if I can show you. So like these ones here, they don't really have life in them, and they're just kind of pale green. Some of them, some of them look wet. They're like a wet look, and then some of them are just, there you go, crisping off and dying. So what I think is wrong with this plant is that, you guys, I think it's time that I prune her and I propagate what I can, and I let her start all over and grow maybe a little more full, like a bushy plant, because I don't think that she's liking growing up the moss poles. I'm not sure, but I mean, the top of her looks beautiful. So she's on the ground now, so you can see how tall she is, but like the top of her just looks awesome. She looks beautiful. She has all this new growth. So you guys, I really don't know. I don't know what's going on with her, but all I can say is she is my sad plant of the month. I have slowly been watching her decline, lose a lot of leaves. I mean, like this one, I don't know if at some point she was overwatered in some of her vines, her stalks. Maybe that was the case. I'm not sure. But I'm so nervous to chop her because she's such a beautiful plant, and I love her so much. She's just an awesome plant. But I really think it's time that I just need to prune her and give her some more energy to produce new beautiful leaves. So I will keep you guys updated on this plant, my sad plant, as well as the sad plant that I had last month, which was my goldfish plant. That plant is actually doing kind of good now. So in a couple of months, I will show you my sad plants and how they're doing for, you know, the past couple of months or whatever. But I'm kind of sad about this one. Okay, you guys, so I have my plant haul coming up, and you guys don't want to miss this plant haul. I got a few plants that I have really been wanting, and I'm so happy that I found them. But that video I'm going to film pretty soon here, so it's going to go up probably a couple of days after this video. So if you don't want to miss my plant haul, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss that video. But I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more plant videos from me, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And until next time, guys, bye!